In my bed, small town boys up next to bat. JVB make it get slap. It's so crazy. So right. It's so right. It's so crazy. So right. It's so right.
Yeah, hey, down with my brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California, speak a little southern. Keep about a dozen, keep about a few people secret. Look who in my recent, she's so indecent. You don't want no beef with, you don't want no beef with.
Damn, you talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like way off 12. You wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Gap is so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget to get about who really do this, bruh, for real.
It's so crazy. So right. It's so right.
Cali, go closer. You like a lot of should've flip it in the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. These guys appear to have figured things out as of late, 4-2 over the last 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Lamar Jackson trying onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And he'll get this to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 6.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have the Ravens first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
This ain't what you want. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Jackson. And Walker has it.
Jackson's pass.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd.
Jackson will keep it. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it will appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Inside handoff, Henry. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in a victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had to finish stout here to punt.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. Well, how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he stopped immediately there. He had maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called. It's taken in late at the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. To the right side and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Pick 6 on the first play of the drive, and Charles will have the first points of the game, making it 6-0.
Well, taking 6 points in the first quarter certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead, they have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Yeah, Cade York for the extra point.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score 6.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's
Jackson from the shotgun.
Looking deep here for Flowers.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, goes a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
2 yards on the pickup.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Mike Green in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One touch of time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Jackson. He finds it. And it's a fumble. And one of the linebackers has got him. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere, and you got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Down onto the field comes New Orleans. They've had it twice, they punted twice, not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So the fears of going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 11. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up to Norman Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jacoby Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collected smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Ravens nothing.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A pivot and again to Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? It's time to implement it.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 6. This one swung out to Williams.
That's good.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
23-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
13 yards on the play. That's good for us Saints.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
For another Saints. 1st and 10 at the 47.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a ball yards there on the scramble and gets him a first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Myers. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
For Mark Andrews, incomplete. Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Shifts by him. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
York now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3rd and 5. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Now I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Here's 3rd and 10. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Jackson now. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Obviously searching for the first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there. The drive starting very nicely. First down. 35-yard line.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards and time on second down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hit him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 41-yard punt, but just ahead of 31 following the run back. And they will take over first and 10. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. You did, but let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now it's Jackson to the right side into the hands of Flowers. And he'll get 2 of 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Jackson. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40.
First down.
Looking outside, he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Raven first down.
Jackson will throw again. Now right into the hands of Flowers. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Henry diving for the end zone. He is in. Touchdown.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they could move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, Luke back back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Heck of a broken tackle, and they're going to work this down near the 23. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run forward with Henry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Kool-Aid with history there defensively.
Throwing is Jackson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now Jackson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Tyler Luke in for the Ravens field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our look around the NFL starts now. At Northwest Stadium in Landover, the Commanders at home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. And it's Jaden Daniels. A 21-yard touchdown pass. The Commanders needed this one, and they got it. A victory that helps them keep pace in the NFC wildcard race. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Able to slither by. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They start the second half with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. He'll drop to throw. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. Loss of 7 on the second brings up 2nd. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yards, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down, and then some.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. He's got him in, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Zay Flowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a proven drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
18.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with the 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
They'll set up a throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
He certainly did his best to find something out that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers set to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get up near the 45 spot at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Ravens.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jackson. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score has got a major impact on this game.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. A tight formation here. It's third and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for fourth down.
A 36-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can net some field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Ooh, the juke. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And Walker with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
A first down carry for Henry. Powerful run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
Jackson's
Ball on the 39. Here's a second and 7.
13 yards on the pickup. Brings up second down.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
First down, Baltimore.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Incomplete. It's third down.
Jackson now.
Yards.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, getting 17 on that pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Mitchell now off the option. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Jackson. He's into space past the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back to the run now. It's Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. In motion left, Flowers. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a pause. There's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 32-yard punt, 6 on the return. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Now he's into the clear again. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here will go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
You mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play.
to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Saints get set to try out there. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Saints.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's going to be taken down, but flags all over the field, and I don't think this is going to stand. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. They go play action with Jackson. Now, quick throw there is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete.
Off tackle left with Henry. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 41. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Johnston on a quick slant. And they work this out past the 25. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. There he goes again. Touchdown, New Orleans. How about that? Their quarterback, 72 yards. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now, I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in his career. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, he shoots past him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Master, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Henry up the middle. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Henry again on second down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, it's the punt team sending this one away. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 5, 2:08 on the clock. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
They'll set up to throw.
Look in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. Still maybe want to think about letting that play clock run a little here. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw.
The throw wasn't too much that time. It's incomplete. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Here's 1st down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He's back to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Johnson, incomplete. Teddy Buchanan on the coverage.
He'll look to throw. Finding Williams on the check down. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here,
he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
That's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. If I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one
The
away.
Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to run forward with Williams.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is
That decision they made was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try making a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
first and 10.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven and needed some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This is first and 10. Here's Jackson. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing, Jackson. He's got Henry. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's second and 10 now. Jackson to throw. To Henry. And he will be out of bounds here, but that will take precious seconds off the clock on a play that will wind up going for no gain. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And then it's caught inside the 10. Here's first and goal. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third one winner. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and it should be enough to finish this one off.
Well, he's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't call me a rookie anymore. And I tell you, he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the